everyone, my name is Kaite and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this pet sweater. I made this one for my medium-sized cat and it fits him perfectly. If you need to adjust the size, I will explain to you how to work on a different size. We'll start working from the neckband and then we'll work on the body and add this belly band. It is an easy pattern, you just need to know how to work single crochets and half double crochets. For this project, I'll be using number 4 medium weight yarn. It is 100% acrylic. You're also going to need a 5mm crochet hook. We're going to start by working on a neckband first, which is right over here. And it is measuring at about 1 inch high. If you want yours to be a little bit longer, you can add more chains. We're going to start with the slip knot. And a chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the second chain from the hook, work 1 single crochet. So don't count the loop that's on your hook. Right over here is the first chain. We're going to skip that chain and into the second chain, which is right over here, work 1 single crochet and work 1 single crochet into the next 2 chains. So for row 1, we work 3 single crochets. And remember, if you're changing the size, you're just repeating the same pattern, just work 1 single crochet across. Row 2 will be our repeat row, and what we're going to do is chain 1, turn our work, and now we're going to work our single crochets using the back loops only. Usually we pick up both loops, but this time just pick up the back loop, which is right over here. Pick it up and work 1 single crochet using the back loop only and repeat. So into the next stitch, pick up the back loop only and work 1 single crochet. And now we have 1 single crochet left. We're going to repeat and pick up the back loop only and work 1 single crochet. For row 2, we worked 3 single crochets using the back loops only. And we're going to repeat row 2. For row 3, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and again picking up the back loops only right over here into this stitch, pick up the back loop and work 1 single crochet and repeat the same thing, pick up the back loop and work 1 single crochet, and one more time, pick up the last stitch, picking up the back loop only, work 1 single crochet. And this is how it looks like so far. And we're just going to repeat row 2 for the rest of the rows. So row 4 all the way to row 50, you're going to chain 1, turn your work and work 1 single crochet into the 3 stitches, but work your single crochet using the back loops only. You're going to continue and work on this neckband and I'll meet you back once I have 50 rows finished. I finished working a total of 50 rows and it is measuring at 13 inches. If you're changing the size, you just want to make sure that this band, when you fold it, it fits around the head and there is stretch, so keep that in mind. Next, let's go ahead and work single crochets all along this long side right over here. Go ahead and chain 1 and working on the side of the stitches, we're going to find any of the space we can and work 1 single crochet. And this loop right here is the chain 1 that we did. We're just going to pick it up and work a single crochet, and this is the side of the stitch, pick it up, 1 loop and work a single crochet, and again this is the chain 1 right here, pick it up and work a single crochet, and right over here is the single crochet stitch, the side of it, pick up 1 loop and work a single crochet, and then right here is chain 1. I'm going to go ahead and continue working on my single crochets all across until I get to the end here, and then I'll meet you back. If you feel like yours is too loose, you can skip some of the stitches to make it a little bit tight, but don't make it too tight. So I'm just going to continue and work on single crochets all across and I'll meet you back. I worked a total of 50 single crochets along this long side. Now let's go ahead and slip stitch these 2 sides together right over here. So fold it in half. My hook is in the back and I'm going to go ahead and use this stitch right here. So I'm not picking up the single crochets, I'm picking up the loop that's right next to the single crochet right here. So pick it up, go around it and slip stitch. And now I'm going to focus on the single crochet. So I'm just picking up one loop from the single crochet from both sides and repeat. So pick up one loop from the single crochet and then the loop from the back and work a slip stitch. And one more time, picking up one loop from both and slip stitch. So I worked a total of 4 slip stitches, and this is how it looks like. Right over here where we slip stitch, this would be the wrong side, so you can go ahead and flip your work to the right side. You might have to adjust the hook. And right over here, what we're going to do is we need to work single crochets using this stitches right over here. And to do that, it's the same thing. We're just going to chain 1 and work 1 single crochet using the space. And now working single crochets same exact way as before. So you're just picking up the side of the stitches. So right over here I just picked up the chain 1 and I'm working my single crochet, and then this is the side of the single crochet. Pick up 1 loop and work 1 single crochet. So same thing as we did before. We're just going to repeat this and work 1 single crochet across all around, and I'm going to have 50 single crochets, and I'll meet you back. I finished working a total of 50 single crochets, and this is how it looks like. And to finish, we're just going to go ahead and slip stitch using the first single crochet. So right over here is the first single crochet. Pick it up, both loops, and slip stitch. And now let's go ahead and work on the body, and we're going to start by chaining 1. This chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. Turn your work, and right over here back into the single crochet stitch, the very first single crochet, work 1/2 double crochet, picking up both loops, and now work 1/2 double crochet into the next 39 stitches. So total we should have 40 half double crochets. So you're going to pick up both loops of each stitch and work 1/2 double crochet across 40 stitches, and I'll meet you back. Row 1 is finished, and we worked a total of 40 half double crochets. So right over here, these 10 single crochets are unworked. And if you're adjusting the size, you just want to make sure that this part right here where you're working the half double crochets is covering the back and the sides, but you want to make sure that their legs will be free and their belly. Let's go ahead and continue. Row 2 will be the repeat row. We're going to chain 1, turn our work, and back into this first stitch, work 1/2 double crochet, picking up both loops, and you're just going to work 1/2 double crochet across. Continue working, and at the end of row 2, you should have a total of 40 half double crochets. At the end of row 2, this is how it looks like. We worked a total of 40 half double crochets, and right over here, these single crochets are left unworked. For rows 3 all the way to row 30, we're just going to repeat row 2. We're going to chain 1, turn our work, and work 1/2 double crochet across, and we should have a total of 40 half double crochets in each row. So continue working on this pattern for row 3 all the way to row 30, and then I'll meet you back at the end of row 30. I finished working a total of 30 rows, and this is how it looks like. If you need to change the size, you can add more rows or work less rows, and it is measuring at 12 inches. I'm not going to add single crochets along this opening. It's going to go under their belly, so it's not going to show, but if you like to, you can add single crochets along this area right here where it's open. And all I'm going to do is just fasten off. So this is my last row, row 30. I'm just going to go ahead and chain 1 and cut your yarn. I already cut mine. Pull on the yarn tail and you're done. We'll weave in this yarn tail later. Let's go ahead and work on the belly band next. You're going to need 2 stitch markers. I'll be using clips, and we're going to start counting rows. So right over here we have the neckband, And I'm choosing this side. You can choose this side if you like to, it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and count half double crochet rows, and we need to count 10 half double crochets rows. So right over here we have the first row, and we're going to start with the first one. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 rows. Into the 11th row, go ahead and add a stitch marker. And now count 7 rows from this stitch marker. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the next row, or the 8th row, go ahead and add your second stitch marker. So this is how it looks like. And right over here, we're left with 11 rows. If you need to, you can adjust the size of the belly band. You can just move the stitch markers and make sure it fits your pet. For row 1, we're going to start right over here where the second stitch marker is. So here's the neckband, and then we have the first stitch marker. So using the second one, right side, we're going to remove it and insert your hook. You can use one loop or both loops, it doesn't matter. You're going to wrap your yarn around the hook and pull through. Hold on to the yarn tail, and using our working yarn, we're going to chain 1 and work 1 half double crochet back into that same stitch. I am holding on to the yarn tail as I work on my half double crochets, and I'm going to try and work 8 half double crochets using this side of the stitches right over here. So holding on to the yarn tail, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I'm just eyeballing it best I can. So right over here, we worked a total of 9 half double crochets, which includes the first one. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remove the stitch marker and work 1 more half double crochet using that stitch or the side of the stitch. In total, we worked 10 half double crochets. Row 2 will be our repeat row. We're going to chain 1 and turn our work 1 half double crochet using that first stitch, and now work 1 half double crochet across, and at the end of row 2 you should have 10 half double crochets. My yarn is stuck. Coming to the end, and I have 1 stitch left. I'm just going to go ahead and work my last half double crochet, and this is how it looks like. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 half double crochets. Now for row 3 all the way to row 9, we're just going to repeat row 2. We're going to chain 1, turn our work, and work half double crochets across. You're going to continue and work on this pattern for row 3 all the way to row 9, and I'll meet you back. At the end of row 9, this is how it looks like, and it is measuring at 3.5 inches by 3 inches. Now let's go ahead and work on row 10. For row 10, I'm going to show you how to work a loop for the button. If you're going to use Velcro, just go ahead and work half double crochets across. But for row 10, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and work 1 half double crochet into the first stitch, and then half double crochets into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. So far we worked 4 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now go ahead and chain 2, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, into the following stitch work 1 half double crochet, and work 1 half double crochet into the last 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Now if you're going to use a bigger button, you can make your loop a little bit bigger by adding 3 chains or 4 and skipping 2 stitches. That way this will be a little bit wider, but I'm going to stick with chain 2. And to end this row, we're just going to go ahead and chain 1 and cut the yarn. Pull out your hook, tighten it. To weave in the yarn tails, we're just going to bring the yarn tail towards the inside of the work using the wrong side. Pull through. Now I'm just going to use these half double crochets. I'm going to pick up the back loops, as many as I can, and pull through. Now drop 1 loop and come back. Pull through. And one more time, I'm going to drop 1 loop and pick up as many back loops of the stitches that I can. And now pull through. And you can go ahead and cut your yarn tail. And you can repeat the same process with the other yarn tails. Last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and sew on this button right over here. So I'm just aligning it, making sure that it's going to fit the loop. So right over here, I'm going to start from the back and just sew it on. I finished sewing on the button, and this is how it looks like. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.